perceives all things conjoined. The past, the future, and the present. Everything flows, and all is connected. This eye is not merely seeing reality.
Hey everybody, Jim here, and today I am in the neighborhood of Musashi Koganei because I'm gonna go to a hard off today. I've actually been to this hard off, but it was, I would say, 2 to 3 years ago, and it was really awesome, but I haven't been back since. And so I thought today I would come back to this lovely neighborhood and check out this hard off once again, see if, what do they have this time? It's been years, so I don't know, maybe it's better off than it was before. Maybe I can find a mountain of games, maybe I can find some decent prices, who knows. But it is a roughly 20-minute walk from the station, and it's warm outside today. So I have got some walking to do. I've got some water with me, and I'm ready. I'm ready for this. It's not a long walk, it's 20 minutes. It's not like a big deal, but I'm ready for this nice leisurely stroll to the hard off, where hopefully I can get a game or two. So stick around, because I will be there eventually.
The order was given to advance. Make all necessary preparations. Over.
Roger, Charlie. Let's go. We're on top of it. Let's move them out. Over.
Roger, Gunhead.
Men charged. Hurry up! What's happening?
With the most excitement, you must play the PC engine. Gunhead has just gone over the speed limit.
That's right. Let's play it. Let's get it.
Gunhead will be released on July 7th. We are coming up on it. I can see it off in the distance. And it was about a 20-minute walk on a nice warm day. So yeah, I'm ready to get inside of a building, preferably one with lots of video games in it. And oh my lucky stars, there's one right there. It's an off house and hard off combo. I like those. That usually means there's always good stuff in there. The one I used to go to all the time when I was still living in West Tokyo was an off house mixed with a hard off, and it was great. It's still like my favorite hard off ever. So like I said, I have not been to this one in years. Not exactly sure what their stock is going to be like, but the hope is that it's going to be lots and lots of games, and that they won't be all that expensive. And it's a wee bit windy today. Excellent.
You know, the last time I was here, I think I jaywalked. I'm just gonna go this way. We're going to circumnavigate the crosslight. Go, lady in white band, go. You're standing in the way of me and video games. Okay. Alright. Hard off. Awesome. Let's get inside. Let's see what they got.
Dracula 伝説にピリオドを打つのは君だ。コナミからついに登場。ファミコンディスクシステム用ソフト悪魔城ドラキュラ好評発売中。コナミ。
All right. Getting started once again in this lovely, lovely hard off. The off house is on the first floor. And so off house is a bunch of household stuff, which I don't necessarily need because I don't live in a house. I live in a tiny apartment. But hard off is as hard off does. So just one of these glass cases as usual. There's some Mega Drive in there, Neo Geo. There's PC Engine and PlayStation stuff. Just the more valuable things in there, I guess. Some nice boxed up games. Down here you can see we got Metal Gear, Rockman 3 and 4, which they had, I'm pretty sure they had copies elsewhere in the store. So I don't know why those were deemed as being case-worthy. There I am. Hello, me. And other stuff. Some particularly nice handhelds and controllers and things. But we swing around to consoles. Yay! These Dreamcasts are being sold for, well, that one's 4,000 yen, 7,000. They vary on prices depending on how complete they are. So it might be better for some of these to buy them, you know, buy the deck here and then maybe go look elsewhere for a controller or something. That might be cheaper. There's 7,000 yen or so for a boxed Saturn. That's a little exaggerated, I think. And over 6,000 for the top-loading NES model Famicom. 6,000 is actually kind of okay. 8,000 is a little bit rich. We have some Famicoms. Again, the prices are like, they're ranging from like $20 to $40, $50, just depending on how complete it is. Because honestly, you know, you get a Famicom, and then you got to go through the trouble of buying cords and stuff too. Come on, just cut me a deal here, if I got to do all the legwork. And now into some games. So their Wii section, not exactly bursting at the seams, but we do get some Switch games. So for all of you Switch players and collectors, there's Switch games now at hard offs and book offs. They're being sold at reduced prices. So have a look. Go check it out. I know they have online stores and things like that. As we take a look at some DS and 3DS. I don't actually collect for any of these systems, so I'm just sort of looking for dexterity's sake. But there's Project X Zone, you know, Kuni, some other cool things. I do have a DS. It's been a million years since I've gotten a new game for it. But yeah, have a look around. This is the stuff that is pretty affordable to collect for now. You see Starfy, it's about $3. Can't go wrong with that. This Dragon Ball game, pretty cool. Being sold for 1,000 yen. That's like, with exchange rate right now, that's like $9. So if you collect for those things, or if you don't collect for them, it's a good idea too. As we take a look in this this case here, with again some more particularly that's like $20 for that Rockman X4. That's not that valuable. But there's some Neo Geo CD, Famicom, Pepsi Man, although I couldn't see the price on that. Spawn, box stuff. These are all, I think, big box PC games, which I've never really been a PC gamer. I've played and really enjoyed like a handful of PC games, but it's never been my forte. And they even have this little tiny selection of Xbox 360, some GameCube games, including Kirby's Air Ride, which is, it's like an expensive game right now. I don't know what's the deal. And some Idolmaster, and then this they accidentally mixed in with the GBA games, but it's Ys on the Famicom, which is a pretty cool version of that game. But yes, handheld stuff. There's loose Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. There's Mario's and Kunio-Kuns and Ranma 1/2 and all kinds of good stuff. Cyborg 009, Thunder Spirits, Rockman, and Forte. So a lot of loose carts in here as well. And more complete games like Toy Story, for some odd reason. Rockman and Forte. Incredible Crash Dummies. And some Famicom. Like Ike Ike, Neketsu, Hockey Boo is great. Valis, there's Knight Rider, Double Dragon 3, and loose Hue card games, which I do not collect. I don't collect anything loose for the PC Engine. No way, no how. But pretty cool stuff in that first aisle. As we take a look at more consoles, we got boxed Famicoms here for cheap. They're like $40. A 64 with a bunch of controllers, some boxed Super Famicoms, those are like $50. I mean, I say that, but it's lower because the exchange rate is lower. It's like take 10% off of everything, basically. As we look at some PS1 goodness, they got all kinds of stuff. They got your Final Fantasies, they got your Personas and your Chocobos, Tekkens, Mega Mans, Parappa the Rapper, you know, all the classics they're gonna have in abundance. So a copy of Final Fantasy VII right now, going for 300 yen. That's under $3. It's like 270 or something. Street Fighter EX2, or is it EX2 Plus or EX Plus 2? Either way, pretty cool game. We got the original Rival Schools. That's 500 yen. 1,000 for the update. And Vampire Hunter D. That's 500 yen. Initial D is 500 yen. And Vampire Savior EX is 1,000 yen. So this stuff is all priced right. It's all priced really well. We got some games for Windows, including Street Fighter 4 and others. And what else we got? Some 3DO here. Rebel Assault, a few other games. I do not collect for the 3DO anymore, really. Actually, should probably look at unloading all my 3DO games. PC Engine game, what are you doing over there? You belong over here with your PC Engine compatriots. Dreamcast, slim pickings, but you know, Shenmue. I believe they had like a Sakura Wars game and Tokyo Extreme Racer. They had a few games, but you know, when you already have them, I don't know. And Fantasy Zone for the PC Engine. This is what irks me, you know. Saturn, Dreamcast, PC Engine. These are like my favorite consoles to collect for right now. And it's always slim pickings everywhere I go. This Kabuki Din being sold for 600 yen. That's nice. It's like $5. And this intrigued me. The Mini Skirt Police. Do they are they miniskirt police because they wear the miniskirts, or do they police people who wear miniskirts? I don't know. Maybe I should have bought it and tried to find out. But they have a, handful of Saturn games here. They have some Christmas Nights. They had some Lunar. So, I mean, Puyo Puyo 2 you can't go wrong with for 500 yen. So, I mean, they have some good games for these consoles. What is it? Slayers. It's just that, I don't know. I'm at that point where, like, I kind of there are only, like, certain, like, essentials that I want. And, it's hard to find them. As we look at some N64 games. So I'm actually in the process of unloading my N64 collection as well. But we got some Smash Brothers. We got Yoshi's Island. We have this box set with controller for Mario Kart. That's like, what's that like? They're selling that for like, it looked like it was $12.99. So that's pretty good. But Pilot Wings. I mean, they had some box games, lots of loose carts. And Street Fighter 2. What's that going for these days? 500 yen. Complete and in really good condition. So, like, stuff here that, like, if I was just starting a collection for these consoles, I would be picking up some of this stuff. I mean, there's even games here. I've done my buying guides, and some of the games they have here on the shelf are stuff that I've recommended for my buying guides, because, they're good games, and they're English-friendly, and they are super cheap. As we continue to browse. They had Bonk 2, but it's like the cartridge is loose inside the box. There's no plastic protector. So I passed on it because it was like $20. And Yu Yu Hakusho 2, good fighting game. I've recommended before. It's 300 yen for a complete copy of that game. Very affordable and very fun. Also, Tetris Battle Gaiden. You can pick up that's like 1,500 yen. That's like $13. And so, yeah. Great games, good prices. As we look at these Super Famicom games, they've got Twinbee and Yoshi stuff and Kirby Area 88 for something like $12, $13. Rockman X for 1,000. Tetris Battle Gaiden loose is 500 yen. That's less than $5 for what is probably the best puzzle game on the console. Lots of loose Famicom carts, some essentials, and some not-so-essential games as we browse around. That Mickey and Minnie game is actually kind of fun. Akira for 800 yen. Mario 3. Such good stuff. Again, Neketsu Hakibu. Superman. Lots and lots of value to be had. And boxed stuff as well, which I left with a couple of these. U.S. Championship V-Ball, which I think is called Super Spike. It's the one with Billy and Jimmy Lee in it. I think that's Super Spike V-Ball or volleyball on the NES. And Super Star Force by Tecmo. I have the first Star Force. Great classic shoot 'em up. And Tecmo, you can't go wrong. Tecmo is still an awesome company to this day. And they got this very nice copy of Final Fantasy II. 300 yen. Yes, very affordable games here. Oh, what else do we have? Yoshi, I like that. Kirby, I like that too. Both of these games, Kirby for 800 yen, Yoshi for 500. They're practically giving the stuff away, people. Those are some good deals. As we look to the other side of this aisle, and we are confronted by a wall of PS2, MVC2, and a bunch of other good stuff. PS2, Hyper Street Fighter 2. Awesome. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really collecting for PS2 anymore. I think I have quite enough. I can't even really fit it all on the shelves. Maybe I should pare it down and start coming back to places like this. But they got the Onimusha games and Wild Arms. Kingdom Hearts are like super cheap. They're 300 yen a piece, which is pittance. 300 yen for Dragon Ball Z Sparking. 300 yen for Tekken 5. It's like my favorite Tekken game. So another console, PS2, barring some like particularly like rare or expensive PS2 games, most PS2 games are like super cheap. They're $5 or under at any hard off or book off. So good console to collect for now. This Syvarrior special box, that's a little rich. Astro Boy, going for 800 yen. So like the PS2, PS3, PSP, Onimusha, 300 yen. There you go. Onimusha 2 is also like 300 yen. So the PS2, PS3, PSP, and I think to a lesser extent the Vita. I mean, all of this stuff is extremely affordable. So if you're a game collector and you're finding stuff like the Saturn and PC Engine and all that is just getting way too expensive, look to these PlayStation games. Biohazard Anniversary Package being sold for 2,800 yen. I can recall a time when that bad boy was being sold for like 80 bucks brand new, and now you can get it for like 20 bucks. What a deal. As we take a look at more PS3 games, so there's just lots and lots of stuff. I mean, you can see there's the Yakuza games, Ryu ga Gotoku. They're all like $3 a piece. We got some PS4 games already. You can buy Judge Eyes. That's like, you know, Kunio-kun The World. All this stuff is like 10 to 20% cheaper because it's used, except for JoJo. For some reason, that's a game that's going up in value. But all this stuff is 10 to 20% cheaper because it's used, but it's all like in immaculate condition. As we have a look at this, was this Senran Kagura? What a beautiful, decorative box that is. And that's it for this aisle. And what a great aisle. Just, I mean, games for a variety of consoles. As we're in the junk bins now, people. It's been so long since I've perused a junk bin. We're looking at these PS1 games. I mean, these are 100 yen. That's, unless they're marked otherwise, it's like 90 cents a game. So they're in the junk bins. Like this Power Stone has no manual, but it's 90 cents for a copy of Power Stone. This Capcom Mahjong game, whatever the hell that is. Dragon Ball Z Legends, again, no manual, but it's 90 cents. I mean, again, they're practically giving it away. It's just overstock, and you know, the games, they might be kind of scratched or like that, missing a manual or something, but they're insanely cheap. As we got some Saint Seiya and classic baseball, all kinds of stuff. So like these bins you can spend like all day digging through because it's just, everything is super cheap, and you can find them, and maybe you can, like the carts, you can clean up the carts. They're super Puyo Puyo for 100 yen. So like you can clean up the carts. These consoles up here that are junk consoles, there might be something wrong with them. If you're nifty with repairs, you can go and buy a console for like 20 bucks, patch it up real quick, and then you're good to go. All of these PS2 games, I mean, here you go, 100 yen. For a game that was over on the shelf was like, you know, 300 yen. But in the bin, they're unmarked, they're 100 yen, that's 90 cents. Or you can pay 10 bucks for a Famicom, do some work on it. These busted twin Famicoms, one's like 30 bucks, the other one's like 50. I mean, who knows what's wrong with them? It could be something that's a quick fix. It could be a belt, you know, whatever. Pay 20 bucks, get a busted twin Famicom, spend 10 bucks on the stuff you need to fix it, and then you're golden. So this is really great for fix-it people. Anyway, all the rest of this stuff is like vinyl records, CDs. There's some, you know, game peripherals, things like that. And this, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. It's just a DJ thing. I was almost like, is that a Wonder Mega? Oh no, it's a DJ peripheral thing. Whatever. But yeah, the junk bins can be a whole lot of fun to dig through if you got the time. And I do, but I don't think you guys want to watch me dig through these for an hour. Or maybe I'll just buy a cello. Screw it. Be a cellist. Forget all this video game stuff. Guitars. All this great stuff. Anyway, that's it for the inside of this hard off. Pretty good one. Let's take it outside. Okay, that was fun. Nice that they still have plenty of games and stuff. And I guess I can come over here. I only bought 2 games today. Super Star Force by Tecmo. That was only 1,000 yen, so that's like $9. And oh, there goes my bag. I picked up a copy of US Championship V-Ball, also for about $9. And that's it. So I'm gonna go home and play my shooter, and play my Technos Japan volleyball game, and be a happy boy. So that was a successful little trip. Picked up a couple of games, and I think, you know, because I've been thinking about getting into like the game selling racket that some of these dudes out here got going on, and a place like this would be good for that because their prices were pretty good. So I could buy really low and then still sell for like really low, like, you know, a game that's worth maybe like $10 or so. I could pick it up for $3, maybe sell it for like $5 or $6, get like a nice tidy profit, and still be able to give someone a pretty decent deal. So if I do, I don't know, ever start doing that in the future, I mean, you know, money-wise, you never know, never can tell. But yeah, places like this is the place to go, bread and butter. Oh, if I was back in the States, I'd probably go to like conventions and stuff and just set up a little table, sell. But not for now though. For now it's buy. Not the in-sync version, the hard-off version. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed hanging out with me today in Musashi Koganei, going to hard-off, getting some games, and getting some exercise today. A nice 20-minute walk there, 20-minute walk back. It's about, I don't know what I think it's like 28, 29 Celsius right now. So decently warm. I feel like I've got my exercise in today. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, yada yada yada, all that YouTube stuff. If you haven't subscribed already, by all means, please do. And if you are subscribed, thank you. So stick around, because I'm going to be doing a lot more hard-off stuff. I've got the bug again, I guess. So thanks everybody. Take care. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.